Hi everyone, Marisa Stone here with Simon Says and the Systems Lounge, and I want to welcome you today to the 2018 Business Systems Virtual Summit, and it is super exciting today to have Yvonne Heimann here to talk with us all about streamlining your content acquisition using Airtable. So if you guys haven't heard about Airtable, this is a great new platform. It's only been out for a couple of years, and it gives you the opportunity to really have access to a database. Yvonne is a business efficiency coach at Ask Yvie and the CEO of Pacific Crest Media, helping entrepreneurs build thriving empires and balanced lifestyles. She works with business owners who feel like their life is pure chaos, and she teaches them how to build a business that can withstand anything. Now, how many of us need that, right? With her expertise in streamlining business processes and building these residual incomes, Yvonne helps entrepreneurs make their business work for them so that they can enjoy all the good things in life. With over 10 years of experience in the world of marketing and social media, she has melded her knowledge of WordPress and the business savvy of getting noticed. Running two different businesses simultaneously led her to master the art of automation and organization. She shares this delicate balance with her clients and helps them to juggle life and business all in one joyful act. Yvonne, thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to have you.
Thanks for having me, Marisa. It sounds quite impressive when you read that bio, isn't it?
You are impressive, and I'm so excited to be talking to you today. I have never used Airtable before, and I totally geek out on new platforms, so this is going to be the most fun conversation. You're going to see my geeky side come out. It's all good.
Oh, I think we're not just going to get your geeky side, we're going to get your nerdy side too.
Nice. So let's just begin at the beginning. For some people who may not know, what is Airtable?
What is Airtable not? It's a combination, I see it as a combination of a spreadsheet, Trello, and just imagine all the functions of Google Drive combined with Trello into one piece. That's what Airtable is to me. So they have done an amazing job of combining spreadsheets, which list people like me love, the board view of Trello, and being able to collect information and assets in one piece.
Wow. So why is this something that entrepreneurs should consider adding as a system inside their business?
It saves you a lot of time. I'm a big fan of Google Drive. I use it for my backup and all kinds of stuff. I love them to pieces.
Yep.
But just imagine onboarding a client and you need their email address, their phone number, you need their logo, you need certain forms, you need files, you need pictures, you need all those different types of assets. And then teaching them how to use Google Drive in case they don't know yet. And then you are searching for stuff and you're going through folder and folder, and just this, how much time do you spend every day to find things in your Google folders?
Yeah, a lot.
And that's where Airtable comes in, where you can just collect. I'm like, they're calling it a database, and it is a combination of a spreadsheet and a database where you just can combine things, no matter if it's uploading something, a file or an image, or you want to link to something and it's just a URL that you are sharing. If it's a phone number, if it's an address, if it's written picture, again, it doesn't matter what it is. You can combine these assets all in just one note, in one spreadsheet, whatever you want to call it.
Wow, that sounds absolutely fantastic. So is there anything I need to download in order to use it on a Mac or a PC?
The nice thing is you don't. It works on your computer just like a website. You just go there and you have it right there. You have your iPhone app or you have your Android app, so you can use it on your phone too in a nice sized down version. There is really nothing you have to install.
Wow, that's pretty impressive, because like how many of us spend so much time installing the latest software to be able to do something, right?
And then you got to update it, and then the update breaks, and this and here and there. So yeah.
Right. So you talked a little bit about how it compares to Google Drive. How does this compare to Google Sheets?
Considering Sheets is a part of Google Drive, so when you initially go to it and you're an Excel spreadsheet person or a list person like me, you can start with the spreadsheet layout that they have, and it looks like a spreadsheet.
Okay.
And you can import your information, and if you have worked before with Google Forms, which takes information that somebody submits to you and puts it in a spreadsheet, Airtable works really similar to that. It just looks nicer and has a couple additional features to it.
Okay. Okay. So it really is comparable. It just takes it up a notch.
Yes.
Okay.
It is pretty much a combination of Trello, Google Drive, which combines the spreadsheets and the Word documents and the forms and just put it on steroids without the hangover.
Yeah, without the hangover. So I'm a little confused. Is Airtable a spreadsheet or is it a database? Like, I don't know what we're talking about here.
It's a database in spreadsheet look. So when you look at it in that layout, so Airtable has multiple layouts, and we'll go into that more in our follow-up on the next show.
Okay.
But overall, Airtable has multiple looks, and the standard look that I often use is the spreadsheet look. As you know, Excel spreadsheet.
Right.
You got all your boxes, you got all your columns and things. But it's a database because you can connect additional information in it. So I can look at a spreadsheet, for example, for my guest bloggers. I use it to collect all my guest blogs and have all the information in one. When you look at my guest blogger spreadsheet, there's the name, there is the headshot of the guest blogger, there is the web address of them, there is their Facebook link, their Instagram link, there is the guest blog itself, there is additional images for the guest blog if they submitted some. So all of the data that I need to get those guest blogs up on my website is right there. It's just one column where all of the information is, and that's why it's a database, because you have all those different assets in one spreadsheet.
Wow. And this kind of brings me to my next question. So Airtable is actually called a relational database management system.
Okay.
What does that mean?
We are getting nerdy because the other thing it does, let's stay with the guest blogger. They submitted everything. We have the headshot. We have all of the information in that spreadsheet. Now I got to market that stuff too.
Right.
Now I can have a base ready for the guest blogger and for all of my content. So one tab in there is just my guest bloggers with all of their blog posts. Now the next tab could be my social media marketing efforts. So I have certain things that I do with the blog post afterwards, sharing it there, sharing it here, and all of that. Now I can link those two spreadsheets. So I can have a tab in my guest blogger spreadsheet about social media sharing, and it connects to all of the information about me sharing it and where it has been shared and how and when and all of that additional information that is just for social media sharing straight up in the spreadsheet of the guest blogger.
Wow.
Is your head spinning yet?
Yeah. So it really does bring all of those different components together on inside one dashboard, basically.
Yes. Wow. So when you set up a base, just imagine looking at a Google spreadsheet. It's pretty similar. You can look at those, and you have different tabs on top that you just choose by topic. So you got your content submissions, you can have your team. So I could go completely crazy and really just have one tab for my guest posts, have one tab for my team. So rather than have all the team information in the guest post tab, I can have that separated out into a separate tab just for the team, then have one tab for the social media, and you can connect all of those.
Wow.
So you can choose one column and say, okay, I want to link that information to that tab.
Wow. Wow. That's pretty cool. So you kind of answered my next question. You can actually collaborate with others inside Airtable?
There are multiple and different ways to collaborate. So just like a lot of people know Google Drive, and just like over there, you can share your spreadsheets. You can share your base and all of that. You can give them view access. You can give them edit access. You can make them owners too. With that, you also can, once you connect and build a form, which really is just, you don't build a form necessarily. It's a different view of the same information you already set up.
Got you.
You can grab that and plug that into your website, and it's really just a submission form and they don't see any information. So there are different levels of sharing with other people and giving them public access or restricted access.
Nice. Wow. I'm liking this for next year's summit. And you knew I would. You said something about that.
Now, that actually is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Building a spreadsheet with all of the information, just like when my guest bloggers submit stuff to me, you need my social media, you need my headshot, you need my bio, you need the topic, you need the rundown of what I'm going to talk about.
Right.
You can put that spreadsheet together, then say, hey, I need a form for that, choose what to show and not to show, and send that out to everybody, and you have all of that information straight go into one spreadsheet, and there it is.
Wow. I'm loving that. I'm so loving that. Like, wow. Okay. So the topic of discussion for this interview is streamlining your content acquisition using Airtable. And you've sort of answered this question already, but let's really dive into this a little bit. How does Airtable help me acquire content? So if we're talking, and I know we've mentioned, you know, oh, it's great for people who are collecting information on individuals. But if I'm looking for content, say to share out to my social media or share out wherever it is I'm sharing that, how does Airtable help me to do that?
So, perfect example, I just started writing listicles. So I have listicles on my website where I acquire information from multiple people. So we did the 5 ways of how to keep your New Year's resolution and stick to them. Yep. That was one of the topics. What I did is I have the spreadsheet that knows I need the name, I need the headshot, I need social links, because when I'm sharing, you want to make sure you tag people.
Right.
Got the bio, got their website link, got all of that information, as well as their personal tip. Now that's a lot of information. If you are doing guest blogging and those kind of things, you know you always have emails for and back. You need at least 3, 4, or 5 to get all the assets and get all of that together.
Right.
Now I set the spreadsheet up and put in all of the questions that I'm going to need to get this done. Then I just changed the view to form view, cleaned that up, make it look nice. And I can just say, hey, people, I need a couple more submissions. Can you just send that over to me? And within an hour, I had 5 people on there ready to go with 5 tips that I can put on my website without 10 emails, without, hey, you forgot the headshot. I don't have your bio. You totally forgot to send me your tip. You know how that goes. You know how much time we need.
Yeah.
And you can do the same thing for even just collecting assets online when you want to share things on social media. Oh, I had that blog and I had this. Copy a little snippet out of that blog and keep the link and just plug it in there. You can then actually have a row in there to cross off, okay, I've done that. Another way I'm saving a lot of time is for my Pinterest group boards. Like, how many people have we heard that do not get an answer back because you're supposed to message them on Pinterest or that kind of thing?
Right, right. And whoever goes in there and, like, somebody who works in Pinterest all the time, yes, absolutely. But for those of us who do Pinterest as kind of your downtime activity, it just doesn't, it makes it much more difficult to manage.
Yep. So it's group boards. They submit the same kind like my guest blogger. The idea is exactly the same. They submit their information. They say which boards they want to join. And to make sure I don't forget anything, we got the cross off in the end again of, yes, I added them. and done. Within
Wow.
5 minutes, you can put things together and have all the assets you need.
Wow, it sounds really amazing. I cannot wait to jump in there and play around with it. So I know we are going to be taking a much, much deeper dive in the next interview about this, but if I were going to set this up, so let's use my summit as an example. If I were going to set this up to collect data on all my speakers, you know what I need because you're one of my speakers, right? I need name, I need all your social channels, I need email address, I need bio, I need pictures, I need talking points, I need title of your talk, I need your freebie lead magnet, I need like all this stuff that I need. And then I need to know when you've scheduled your appointment and your interview. And then I need to know whether or not you've signed your speaker's agreement. Like, how would I even begin to set all that up inside Airtable?
You're gonna hate me for it, but it's so simple. There are 2 ways of doing this. Actually, there are 3 ways of doing it. You can just start from scratch and you know what you need. You already have this list of assets that you need.
Yeah.
And you can just go, again, I'm a spreadsheet person. There is a different look for people that do not like spreadsheets. You do not have to like spreadsheets to build this. You
okay,
really
that's
don't.
a good thing because some people are like, spreadsheet.
If you like Trello, you will like that too. You just need to change the view of it.
Okay.
All the information transfers between all those different views. So if you like the Trello look, you'll be fine in here too. Mm-hmm. I'm just a spreadsheet. That's why I'm using that as an example. So you already have your list of all the things you need from your speaker. Now you can start from scratch and just plug those in as your different rows, columns. The German in me, I still mix those up, the upside down ones.
Yeah.
And you just plug them in on top.
Yeah.
And then make that into a form. In your case, what might be possible too is go into the template section with Airtable. They do have a template that just popped in my head in this case for interviewing people for jobs. So job application template. Yeah. There's a lot of questions too. So you might be able to use that and customize that to your needs.
Nice.
Or if you already have a spreadsheet that you built, you can upload that too.
Okay.
So you can take that empty spreadsheet, upload it, and then change the view into form and publish that form to get all the information in there.
Wow. Okay. Well, you and I are probably going to have to work a little bit with Airtable to get me set up for next year because this is sounding, because right now the way I've done it is I used Google Docs and then I used my Acuity, right? And that's how I gathered everything. But if I can get everything in one place, that would be even more spectacular. So.
Mm-hmm. And you have multiple choice, you have single choice, you have URL. It's really, it is a website submission form connected to a Google spreadsheet.
Wow. Yeah, I love that.
I don't want people to really get overwhelmed. You can do a lot, and even more with Airtable. There is a lot you can do. You don't have to use it all.
Right.
I have spreadsheets where I use templates out of their template library. And I still have assets in there where you can connect things and do all kinds. I just move them to the back. You just move them over, move them out of the way. Don't look at it. Just leave it there in case you need it in the future, and just focus on what you need to get done.
Yeah. And you make a really, really good point with that. As with any software that you're starting to learn how to use what you need and grow. Allow yourself, like, you didn't learn to run before you could crawl, So learn to crawl first, start crawling, then start walking, and then run,
I started out like that. I really just grabbed a couple templates that looked like they are about what I need.
Yeah.
And played around with it and moved the records aside that I didn't need.
Yeah. Yeah. And that sounds fabulous. So unfortunately, we're coming to the end of this interview, and it does not seem like we've been talking for that long. But is there anything else that we need to know about using Airtable to truly streamline this content acquisition that we're trying to accomplish?
I don't think there is really anything in addition you quote need. As soon as you wrap your head around that there are different views, but it's all the same information. It's just a different look to it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's going to be the biggest hurdle, is just understanding that I can do different things. It's still all there. I didn't lose anything. It just moved it a little bit.
It just looks different.
It just looks a little different. Right. So, wow, Yvonne, thank you so much for all this amazing information. This has been fabulous. Before I let you go, how can people reach out to you? Let's say they want to pick your brain about Airtable, or they want to access some of your resources, or perhaps work with you. How can they reach out to you?
Like, I could speak an hour now and tell you all the links where I am, but the easiest way is going to be just go to askyvi.com. That's ASKYVI.com, because I usually get the answers, so I know where to find them.
Right.
And everything is right there. You got the social links on top. You can just schedule a coffee chat with me. I always love to meet people. And just send me an email. It's all right there. You can find all of my links and my scheduling and all of it right on there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Guys, there are links below this video that are going to take you to all those links that Evie was talking about. Make sure you click on those and take advantage of the information that she is sharing with you today. Streamline your process of content acquisition and make it so much easier for you to accomplish your goals. You definitely do not want to miss that. Make sure also that if you're part of the All Access Pass, you stick around, because we're going to be taking a much, much deeper dive in the next interview, and I'm going to talk Evie into turning on her screen so we can see some of what she's designing on the back end. If you have not yet grabbed your All Access Pass, there is a link below that allows you to do that. And you definitely want to take advantage of that. Inside that All Access Pass, not only do you get all of these live interviews that you are watching right now, but you also get lifetime access to all the deeper dives that I'm doing with every single speaker. So make sure you grab yours right now. Evie, thank you so much for being here. And guys, we will see you inside the All Access Pass. Bye, everyone.